Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 186th commencement ceremony for South Dakota Mines. I am Dr. Lance Roberts, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Please rise and remain standing for the processional as we receive the graduating class of 2022. President Rankin, the Faculty Chair of the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology, Dr. Kurt Katzenstein, has installed the mace. Please lead the procession of faculty and platform guests. As we convene this commencement, please remain standing for the posting of the colors by the Army ROTC Color Guard. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Sir, requesting permission to post the colors.
Post the colors. Please be seated. It is my honor to introduce our university president, Dr. Jim Rankin. Dr. Rankin returned to South Dakota Mines to serve as the university's 19th president in 2018. Originally from Draper and Fort Pierre, Dr. Rankin graduated from South Dakota Mines in 1978 with a Bachelor of Science degree in electrical engineering. He went on to earn master's and doctoral degrees in electrical engineering from Iowa State University. Please welcome President Jim Rankin.
I want to thank all of you for joining us today on this special day as we celebrate the educational achievements of 1 associate, 90 baccalaureates, 44 masters, and 10 doctoral students. All of today's graduates have demonstrated the determination and knowledge to earn a degree from South Dakota Mines. They all have the potential to become outstanding scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs. I want to extend a special welcome to the families of our graduates. It took a lot of hard work for our students to make it to this day, and most of them did not do it alone. Thank you for all the support, guidance, and encouragement you have provided to our students during their time at Mines. And we know with the weather that not all families and friends could get here, and so we want to also extend a welcome to those of you watching online. Graduates, congratulations. Ingenuity and adaptability are cornerstones of science and engineering, and the importance of those traits have been highlighted by recent world events. Now, more than ever, the world needs people like you, people who are curious, tenacious, and have what it takes to change the world. It is now my pleasure to introduce a representative of the senior class, Emily Nix, a candidate of a bachelor's degree in mathematics from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Emily's parents were not able to join us today and are watching online. Emily has been involved in various clubs and activities while at South Dakota Mines. She served on the Student Association Senate for 2 years, as a tri-chair of the Rocker Days Committee, as recruitment chair of Alpha Omega Epsilon, the professional sorority, and as a member of Beta Delta Mu, a newly established sorority. She played several intramural sports and is on the Hard Rocker cheer team. She was a residential advisor in our residence hall, a tutor at the Slide Rule Math Help Center on campus, and a part of the campus move-in crew. She served as a commencement usher and a substitute teacher for Rapid City area schools. She has worked at Cold Stone Creamery and volunteered for Circle K and Study Dakota. After graduating with her Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics, Emily plans to attend graduate school for secondary education at Black Hills State. Please join me in welcoming this year's student speaker, Emily Nix.
Thank you for that kind introduction, President Rankin. And thank all of you, friends, families, educators, and other esteemed guests for being here to support this wonderful group of students. Graduating is a huge accomplishment, especially from a school that is not known for being easy. About 4, or maybe more, years ago, we all decided we were going to attend South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. On freshman move-in day, we packed up our entire lives and we moved to Rapid City. Shortly after this, you may have realized that we had not just moved into college, we had moved into an alternate universe. Campus life does not follow the rules of the real world. When we got here, we were welcomed with a little green hat and a promise that some classes would be so challenging we would question whether or not it would be worth it. Turns out they lied to us because they all were. We ran around the track our freshman, or in my case, senior year, so we could avoid holding the dreaded title, permafrost. We paraded up a hill in costumes in our senior hats, and we slid down it on frisbees. Before finals, we gathered in Surbeck to eat pancakes, win prizes, and more in the upcoming week. When we got here, posters on the ground seemed odd, but now they're our #1 way of knowing what's going on. Before mines, failing seemed like the end of the world, but together we realized it's the only path to success. If you find another place on Earth like this one, you'll have to let me know, because I would have to see it to believe it. The memories I have made on campus are countless. Some are small, like Dr. Kowalski bringing in his dog Koshi on exam days, and others are pretty large, like meeting one of my best friends while we hung the M on the dinosaur. I hope you all made it out to the hills to see the leaves change colors, and I hope you were lucky enough to experience when Dr. Teets gives a bonus lesson about space that is definitely not on the syllabus. Reminisce on the memories you have made and the people you have met. Take this moment to appreciate the hard work and late nights that are finally paying off. Look around you. Right now, you are surrounded by intelligent, hardworking people who have just completed a tremendous goal alongside of you. Savor this moment. We have all complained about how hard and how much work our classes were, but clearly the good outweighed the bad. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. I hope each of you has had as good of an experience as I have these past years. I hope when you think of South Dakota Mines, you remember the work you put in, but you also remember the fun times you had. I hope this is a place you want to come back to for reunions, to say hi to your favorite professors, or even just to see your name on M Hill. In the end, we made it today. We have gained a lot of knowledge, some of which even came from our classes. Despite whether you are entering the workforce or continuing your education, hold on to these lessons, memories, and friendships, because nothing you do will compare to your time at Mines. When you leave this building, go celebrate your success, but don't forget to thank the people who helped you along the way, because let's be honest, nobody could survive Mines by themselves. Speaking of this, I would like to say thank you to my mom and dad for always supporting me, and to my siblings for always challenging me. To my professors for teaching me about more than just proofs and equations, and to Dr. DeShaw for being the best advisor. Finally, to all of my graduates, thank you. Thank you for all of the friendships and all of the laughs, for building a community that makes me proud to be a hard rocker. Thank you for being the best part of the college experience. And thank you for the opportunity to look into a crowd of faces who have changed my life completely. It is truly an honor to have been selected to stand up here and speak in front of you today. And with that, I would like to be the first to say, welcome back to the real world, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, Emily. The South Dakota School of Mines and Technology operates under the authority of the South Dakota Board of Regents. Regent Jeff Partridge is here today to represent the board. Please join me in welcoming Regent Partridge.
Thank you. Graduates, Emily mentioned this. I want to have you go back to your very first day in class. Think about where you were. Some of you were confident, some may be nervous, and a whole lot in the middle of feeling both of those things. Today, you're sitting here, and some of you are confident, some of you are scared, and a whole lot of you are right in the middle. But I want to just say that value what you have, value the accomplishment, and value the degree. For those that question what you've done or where you're at, just say this: I signed up, I showed up, and I finished up. Congratulations from the Board of Regents for doing all three. And now, on behalf of the Board of Regents, by the authority vested in me by the Constitution of the state of South Dakota, I hereby delegate to President James Rankin the right to confer degrees and diplomas with all those rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto, appertaining contingent upon the completion of all requirements. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Partridge. At each commencement ceremony, we take time to honor alumni and community leaders who have distinguished themselves in their professions and their communities with the awarding of an honorary doctorate. You can read our awardees' full biographies in your program. Rapid City native Pete Lean graduated from Arizona State University in 1980 with a bachelor's degree in business administration. He worked in the oil and gas exploration and production industry in Colorado and Wyoming for 5 years before joining his family's Rapid City-based mining, mineral processing, and ready-mix concrete business. Pete currently serves as president and a board member of Pete Lean & Sons, as well as an Elevate Rapid City Executive Committee member and a trustee of the United States Air Force Academy Falcon Foundation. He and his wife Nancy have 3 daughters and 7 grandchildren. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the action of the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon Peter C. Lean the honorary degree, Doctor of Public Service, with all the rights, privileges, and honors, as well as the responsibilities pertaining thereto. Pete, if you'd come forward. Let's stand over. Our second honorary doctorate today is being awarded to Mr. Randy Parcel, who is also today's keynote speaker. Randy graduated with honors from South Dakota Mines in 1967 with a bachelor's degree in mining engineering. During his time at Mines, he was a member of the debate team, the tennis team, singing engineers, and Delta Sigma Phi. Randy, I just wanted to point out there's only one of those left here. He was a student body president in his senior year. He received a Juris Doctorate from Northwestern University in 1970 and spent 34 years in private law practice, completing his career as vice president and general counsel of the Denver-based precious metals royalty company, Royal Gold, retiring in 2007. Throughout his career, he maintained close contact with Mines. In 2002, he was awarded the Guy E. March Medal. Randy and his wife, Dr. Tracy Kovac, have a son and 3 grandchildren. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the action of the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon Randy L. Parcel the honorary degree, Doctor of Public Service, with all of the rights, privileges, and honors, as well as the responsibilities pertaining thereto. Randy, please join us up front here.
Regent Partridge, President Rankin, honorable members of the faculty and staff, and last but not least, distinguished graduates, the 2022 class of Mines. Dated myself already. Also, welcome to the families and friends of these graduates. I'm deeply honored and humbled to share this special award with you graduates today. South Dakota Mines is an institution I loved from the first day I stepped on campus. That was when my parents drove me here from Aberdeen, South Dakota, where we lived, for my freshman year in 1963. Surbeck Center was brand new then. The Mineral Industries building had opened just the year before. It wasn't always a given that I'd be coming to Mines. In my senior year at Aberdeen Central, I was having trouble deciding where I'd like to go to college. Then Central had a Careers Day fair where representatives from various universities would come and talk about their schools and programs. And there was this assistant dean of students from Mines who came and talked to us about School of Mines, the faculty, the curriculum at Mines, and careers in science and engineering. He was a terrifically nice guy and very persuasive. After school got out that day, I went home, told my parents, I want to go to Mines. The name of that assistant dean of students was Dr. Howard C. Peterson. And I know that you graduates are very familiar with that name, but for families and friends here who may not be so familiar with that name, Dr. Howard Peterson, who was known by everybody as Dean Pete, was assistant dean of students and then dean of students at this university for 35 years, from 1957 to 1992. After that, he continued to serve the university in various capacities. He passed away in 2014, and Peterson Hall, that is attached to Surbeck Center, is named in his honor. Even though my career was in the practice of law, it was my 4 years here that established the foundation for that. I'll be forever indebted to the professors who taught me here, the leaders of the school who guided me. It was here that I learned problem solving, critical thinking, and leadership. It's also here I made lifelong friends. Some of my closest friends today were classmates with me who sat where you graduates today are 55 years ago. Already in the early 1960s, South Dakota Mines was well known as a top-notch university in science and engineering. Successive leaders of Mines have recognized, though, that we couldn't rest on our laurels, that we had to continue to grow and develop in order to remain competitive and continue to provide a top-notch education in engineering and science. And they have succeeded spectacularly. There's no better evidence of that than you 2022 graduates. Just last week, the South Dakota Board of Regents gave special recognition to the achievements of students here at Mines, you students here at Mines, in academics, community service, and organizational work. Mines continues to provide a world-class education in a family atmosphere. Even though the student population has grown from 950 when I was here to 2,500 today, it continues to provide the personalized teaching that I benefited from when I was here. The average class size is still 24. And the opportunities for graduates today are even more abundant. 97% of last year's Mines graduates either found positions in their career fields or were admitted to graduate school at various universities. Mines' dedication to maintaining an outstanding faculty, combined with growth in its its graduate program, particularly its PhD program, is keeping its status as a top-notch university in engineering and science. Particularly outstanding and noteworthy is the incredible diversity of the Mines student body. We now have students from 44 states and 30 countries. Interestingly, the state with the most students at Mines, other than South Dakota, is Colorado, where I live. And as some of you probably know, Colorado has a pretty good school of mines too. It's especially gratifying to see that almost a quarter of our students are females. As opposed to my freshman year at Mines, it was less than 1%. I think we can improve that percentage and maybe over the next few years work up to closer to 50%, and I think we should. In fact, 55% of law school graduates today are female, and over 50% of medical school graduates are female. We can do this. I can guarantee you that once you get into the workforce, people are going to know what a degree from South Dakota Mines means. I ran into examples of that throughout my career. Just shortly before I retired, I was working representing a client on a research project on oil shale on the western slope of Colorado, and the party on the other side of the transaction was represented by representatives from Shell Oil Company in Houston. During one of the breaks, the leader of the research team from Shell asked me where I'd gone to undergraduate school. And I said, South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. And he said, we've got a lot of South Dakota Mines grads who work for us down in Shell in Houston. And then his next 4 words really made me proud. He said, they're really good people. Before he asked where I went to undergraduate school, he asked where I went to law school. I said, Northwestern. He said, never heard of it. Well, not really. The fact that South Dakota Mines remains one of the country's premier universities for education in science and engineering didn't happen by accident. It happened because of critical contributions from multiple sources. First is the continued support of mines by the taxpayers of South Dakota. Secondly, there's been financial support from companies and corporations who recognize the quality of this university, but recognize that they want to continue to maintain that quality through their contributions so they can come back here year after year and hire well-qualified graduates. The best example of that recently has been the $5 million contribution by Nucor Corporation, is an important part of the funding for the new Mineral Industries building. Third, there's a long history of financial support by alumni and friends of the university. Finally, there have been years of leadership by Mines presidents who identified needs of the university looking forward in the future and then took steps to implement those steps. What motivated all these people and these companies to do what they did? It's you graduates. They took pride in knowing the work you would put into earning your degrees, and it's their pride in knowing what you can and will achieve in the future. Fortunately, we have 2 of our outstanding alumni here who are leading the university now, President Rankin and Provost Roberts. I know they're definitely not going to let Mines rest on its laurels. In President Rankin's almost 5 years here, the campus has enjoyed the beautiful renovation of the Devereaux Library. And the university has purchased the Business Development Center. With the combined efforts of alumni, students, and friends of the school, M Hill has received a much needed restoration last summer. President Rankin also worked closely with the South Dakota Legislature and Nucor Corporation to secure funding that was essential to the construction of the new Mineral Industries building. Plans are in place for the expansion of Surbeck Center after the completion of the Mineral Industries building. Our presidents also led the school in an important growth of our graduate programs, especially our PhD programs. In 5 years, research expenditures and awards at Mines has increased by over 50%. The future looks very bright for Mines. I can't wait to see what additional developments will occur over the next 30 to 40 years. I may have to leave that up to you. No person who's been fortunate enough to have some success and happiness in life has done it without the support of family and friends. I know, as has been mentioned by the president and Emily, that's certainly the case with you graduates. And that's certainly been the case with me. And I'd like to thank a couple of them today. First, my wife, Dr. Tracy Kovac. Tracy was born and raised in Evergreen, Colorado, in the Rocky Mountains, west of Denver. She'd never been to the Black Hills before we met. Since then, she's made multiple trips to the hills. She's even hiked M Hill with me. And now she loves the hills, even though they aren't mountains, as she says. She's also been an indispensable partner with me in supporting the university. Thank you, Trace. I also want to thank my brother, Kerry Parcel, and his wife, Rita, who have been supportive of me throughout my years of involvement with Mines. Unfortunately, they live in Sioux Falls, and Mother Nature has conspired to prevent them from being here. But I want to thank them, and they also have helped me maintain some connections to eastern South Dakota. Before closing, I'd like to just share a couple of suggestions for you to consider after you depart from Mines. There are things that, at least in my life, created, I think, additional happiness and satisfaction. First, maintain your connections with the friends you've made here on campus and with the school. Now, I know it's a lot easier now with the internet and things like Facebook and Zoom calls to maintain contact that way. But there's still nothing that can beat seeing your friends face to face, shaking hands, having a hug, maybe having a beer together. And the school provides a perfect vehicle for that, and it's all school reunions every 5 years. Plan to come back for those as often as you can. Second, early in your career, you're going to be very appropriately focused on your career and your family, but I suggest you maybe add a little additional time for some form of community service. For example, many communities have advisory boards, and they really very often could use someone on those boards with a technical background to advise them. You don't have to run for mayor. You could even assist in the coaching of your kids' baseball teams or soccer teams. And an added benefit of that coaching, it helps you understand and learn how to deal with immature and childish personalities. And I'm talking about their parents, not the kids. Finally, please remember that all of us as Mines students benefited to one degree or another from the generosity of others who gave to Mines over the years. Consider continuing that tradition with your time and talent. Consider, if you're employed by a company, coming back for Mines careers to represent your company. You might also serve on departmental advisory boards. And certainly, when you move into your communities, wherever they are, I can guarantee you're going to find some Mines alumni in that area. Consider being a leader in organizing alumni get-togethers in that area. But for now, put those suggestions on the shelf. Pull them off in the future. Today, take pride in what you've accomplished. You have earned a degree at an outstanding university. You've worked hard. Congratulations. When this ceremony is over, celebrate your achievement with your family and friends. And depending on the degree of celebration, maybe have a designated driver. Thank you, graduates, for sharing this special day with me. I wish you all success in your careers and happiness in your lives. To sum it up, it's a great day to be a hard rocker. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Associate Vice President for Student Development and Dean of Students, Dr. Joe DeLugos, who will present the degree candidates.
President Rankin, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology, I am pleased to present to you the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Science, Bachelor of Science, and Associate of Arts. I will read only the name of those degree candidates who are present this morning. Those who are unable to attend, but whose names are listed in the commencement program, will be awarded their diplomas in absentia. We welcome and encourage your applause for each graduate, but we ask you to refrain from using air horns or other noisemakers so that we may preserve decorum and respect for the graduates, their families, and our visitors. As the graduates line up to receive their diplomas, families are reminded that we have professional photographers capturing the official photos for our graduates, but families are welcome to come up to the first row to take their own photos. Throughout the program, you will see graduates wearing special cords or stoles representing their fraternities, sororities, and national honor societies. The navy, gold, and white cords are worn by graduates who have completed our Mines Advantage professional development program. The navy blue and lime green cords are worn by student ambassadors, and our international students are wearing stoles with the flags of their home countries. Additionally, South Dakota Mines has consistently been rated as one of the top schools in the country for veteran and military service members. Today, we are honored to have 3 veteran graduates who are wearing red, white, and blue cords. Would our veteran graduates please rise to be recognized? At this time, we would also like to ask any veterans in the audience to also please stand and be recognized. Thank you all for your service.
Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy, with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, contingent upon the completion of all requirements.
Our doctoral graduates will be hooded by Dr. Mary Beth Price, Dean of Graduate Education, and their major professors. They will also be congratulated by the department heads and Provost Roberts. The candidate for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering will be congratulated by department head Dr. Steve Smith. Joseph Laubach. Dr. Rajesh Sani, Major Professor for Joseph, is unable to be with us today. Dr. Smith will assist with the hooding. I now present Dr. Joseph Laubach. The candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Chemical and Biological Engineering will be congratulated by Interim Department Head Dr. Ken Benjamin. Aljibola Adiwale Adiwole. Dr. David Salem, Major Professor for Aljibola, will assist with the hooding. And I now present Dr. Aljibola Adiwale Adiwole. Miriam Amuamuha. Dr. Travis Walker, Major Professor for Miriam, will assist with the hooding. I now present Dr. Miriam Amuamuha. Shalub Ranier. Dr. Rajesh Sani, Major Professor for Shalub, could not be with us today. Dr. Benjamin will assist with the hooding. I now present Dr. Shalub Ranier. Candidate for the degree, Doctor of Philosophy and Geology, Geological Engineering and Mining Engineering, will be congratulated by Dr. Rob Hall, Head of the Department of Mining Engineering and Management. Akash Adhikari. Dr. Purushottam Tukaraja, Major Professor for Akash, will assist with the hooding. I now present Dr. Akash Adhikari. Candidate for the degree, Doctor of Philosophy in Materials Engineering and Science, will be congratulated by Program Coordinator, Dr. Bharat Jasti. Lance Nolan Cotter. Dr. Lori Groven, Major Professor for Lance, will assist with the hooding. I now present Dr. Lance Nolan Cotter. Candidate for the degree, Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, will be congratulated by Department Head, Dr. Richard Schnee. Madan Sarma Timosina. Dr. Jürgen Reichenbacher, Major Professor for Madan, will assist with the hooding. I now present Dr. Madan Sarma Timosina. President Rankin, that concludes the presentation of the doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the South Dakota Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Science with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. contingent upon the completion of all requirements.
The master's degree candidates will be congratulated by Dr. Price, their department heads, and Provost Roberts. Candidates for the degree Master of Science in Civil and Environmental Engineering will be congratulated by department head Dr. Jim Stone. Mark Alexander Cedarface. Tucker Franklin Hecht. Benjamin Jensen Hector. Calvin David Tome. The candidates for the degree Master of Science in Computer Science and Engineering will be congratulated by department head Dr. Jeff Magoo. Anushka Matthews. Jonathan Eugene Matthews. Candidates for the degree Master of Science in Construction, Engineering, and Management will be congratulated by department head Dr. Stone. Jeremiah Narvel Bridges. Mark William Ellis. Candidates for the degree Master of Science in Electrical Engineering will be congratulated by Associate Department Head Dr. Tom Montoya. Amjad Jibril Joma Ali. Candidates for the degree Master of Science in Engineering Management will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Jeff Waldstead. Carol Ann Smith. Candidates for the degree Master of Science in Green and Sustainable Chemistry will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Zhengtao Zhu. Karen Lai. Colin David Rodmeyer. Megan Des Moines Vaughn. Candidates for the degree Master of Science in Materials Engineering and Science will be congratulated by Program Coordinator Dr. Josti. Austin Lee Wilbanks. Candidates for the degree Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Pierre LaRochelle. Katie Marie Barkley. Cole Samuel Pickner. Candidates for the degree Master of Science in Paleontology will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Lori Anderson. Rudolph Russell Hummel. Jessica Lauren O'Neill. President Rankin, that concludes the presentation of the master's degrees.
Now, should we stop there or should we go on? Okay. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, contingent upon the completion of all requirements.
The bachelor's degree candidates will be congratulated by their department heads and Provost Roberts. The candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Applied and Computational Mathematics will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Travis Kowalski. Dylan Mitchell Delphos. Sarah Michelle Riley. The candidate for the degree Bachelor of Science in Atmospheric and Environmental Sciences will be congratulated by Program Coordinator Dr. William Capehart. Stephen James Slater. The candidate for the degree Bachelor of Science in Biology will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Zhu. Kyla Sky Jarvis, summa cum laude. Madeline K. Vaught's, summa cum laude. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Smith. Evan James McConnell. Delaney Elizabeth Schofeld. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Management and Technology will be congratulated by Program Coordinator Dr. Ivy Allard. Sarah Paige Miller. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering will be congratulated by Interim Department Head Dr. Benjamin. Riley Nicole Andrews. Savannah Paige Baldwin. Kevin Baltzer, cum laude. Michaela Marie Benson. Argenis Blanco Perdomo. Lauren Kelso. Alan Patrick Sipos. Warren Joseph Thompson. Jordan Marie Tygeson. Emma Rose Volk, summa cum laude. Erica Renee Weeks. James Robert Wilson. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Stone. Tobias James Berkeley. Marshall J. Christopher. Kobe Shay Kiefer. George Steve Martinez. Emma Lee Mickelmont. Moses Narte. Ethan Jacob Stebbins, cum laude. Drew Elliott Urban. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Computer Science will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Magoo. Roan Gavois, magna cum laude. Oliver Jewell. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering be congratulated by Associate Department Head Dr. Montoya. Thomas Cooper Fargan. Ian James Caston. Joseph Mark Schutte, summa cum laude. Sierra Sorensen. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Geological Engineering will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Anderson. Chloe Marie Youngworth, cum laude. Rainer Austin Ratchford, magna cum laude. David Jerry Tilley. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Geology will also be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Anderson. Eric Austin Ames. Hunter Martin Schrader. Elisa Stott, magna cum laude. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering and Engineering Management will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Walstead. Zachary Allen Basham. Roman Paul Kaye. Leo Choi. Ryan Alicio Fernandez. Emre Kemal Gaktas, magna cum laude. Taylor Robert Hillestad. Caitlin Knight. Macy Bell McClure. Austin Elton Seche. Zachary Braden Sumption, summa cum laude. The candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Mathematics will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Kowalski. Emily Elizabeth Nix. Samuel James Powers. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. La Rochelle. Jorge Augusto Martinez Cambara. Corinne Elizabeth Sams. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Metallurgical Engineering will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Michael West. Nick Gregg. Eric Meyer. Sean Miller. Justin William Schrader. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Mining Engineering will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Hall. Tel Kai Bostwick. Charles Henry Dammit. Damon, summa cum laude. Alexandra Lee Gregor. Andrew Jesperson, magna cum laude. Maura Lee McMillan. Anthony Rojas, magna cum laude. Nathan Richard Ray Tisdale. Alec Weber. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Physics will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Schnee. Blaine Patrick Norick. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Pre-Professional Health Sciences will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Zhu. Chelsea Nicole Brewster, magna cum laude. Kyla Sky Jarvis, summa cum laude. Madeline Roth. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Science, Technology, and Society will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Kyle Knight. Chance M.H. Schisler. Louise Catherine Swanson. President Rankin, that concludes the presentation of our baccalaureate degree candidates.
Will the candidate for the degree Associate of Arts please rise? By virtue of the authority, yeah, let's give. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degree Associate of Arts with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, contingent upon the completion of all requirements.
The candidate for an Associate of Arts in General Studies will be congratulated by Department Head Dr. Knight and Provost Roberts. Trevor James Cunningham. President Rankin, that concludes the presentation of our associate degree candidates.
Will all degree recipients please rise? I offer to you my personal congratulations and good wishes on behalf of the entire South Dakota Mines family. Bachelor's degree recipients are now permitted to move the tassel on your mortarboard from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the South Dakota Mines class of 2022. At this time, you may all be seated. I'd like to introduce our honorary alumni president, Mr. Gary Chrisman, who graduated from South Dakota Mines in 1973 with a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. During his 40-year career in the energy industry, he lived in 5 international and 10 domestic locations with his family. Gary started giving back to South Dakota Mines as a student, both in student government and as class president. He later served as the vice president of Houston area alumni for 6 years. Gary retired in 2014. He and his wife Simbri retired to Spearfish area in 2018. He's very local with our local alumni and continues to give back through his role as honorary alumni president. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Chrisman.
Good morning. I'm the only thing standing between you and the door, so I'm going to make this really quick. I'd like to welcome the class of 2022 as the newest alumni of South Dakota Mines. By any measure, you have graduated from one of the finest educational institutions in the world. You join more than 20,000 graduates working or who have worked as engineers, scientists, inventors, military officers, managers, entrepreneurs, medical professionals, politicians, academics, senior executives, CEOs, board members, and even some lawyers. As you start your careers or further your education, I hope that you stay connected to the South Dakota Mines. Share your time and talents with the university and the current students. You can share your talent in a number of ways: advisory boards, present to a class or club, represent your company at career fairs, and sometime maybe be able to mentor current students. Many of your fellow alumni have found ways of volunteering while employed. Others have waited until their retirement years to give back. I hope you join us some way doing something that you're able to give back as well. I'd strongly also encourage you to find a way to make a trip back to the university for the 5-year reunions. Next one's in 2025, and they happen every 5 years. And it is a great way to keep up with your former classmates and seeing what is going on with our school. And it is a very active school that we are part of. Keep your contact information up to date on the CARE website so that you know where your fellow alumni know where you are and you them. As alumni from the School of Mines, you're part of a huge network that can only aid you if you stay in touch with it. So I encourage you to do that. The Alumni Relations team continues to improve the quality of its communication, and they will be reaching out to you monthly to update you on campus news, local area alumni events, and more. So you are now at the beginning of the next phase of your life. You have your technical knowledge, the technical knowledge you need to be successful. The best advice that I can give you is to work smart and treat your colleagues as you would like to be treated. So you came here today as students and left the stage as graduates. I'd like to welcome you into our alumni community. You're the first graduating class to receive the pin. Please wear it proudly. And you know that there's a whole group of hard rockers out there cheering you on. So congratulations and go Hard Rockers.
Thank you, Gary. We now request all guests stand for the retiring of the colors.
Sir, requesting permission to retire the colors.
Retire the colors. As we close out our commencement ceremony, I want to thank the String Theory Musical Ensemble under the direction of Tammy Schnittgrund, the commencement committee, and others who contributed to make this event a success. Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Leave it in your capable hands, sir. Yeah, I always do that. Congratulations, class of 2022. You're dismissed. They don't recess. They don't recess, yeah. So I just do that. They get off there.
Class of 2022, you are dismissed.